Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you? How are you on the second day of our challenge? I'm so excited for this day, for day two. I'm gonna give it a few minutes for the ladies to join in. How are you, sis? Where are you joining from? Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It is so nice to see so many of you here. A full house. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. From Dubai. Oh, mashallah. It's very late in Dubai. It must be 1 o'clock. From India, subhanallah. From Texas, USA, mashallah. I really appreciate you joining in because it must be very late in India and Dubai. Oh, mashallah. From Dallas. Mashallah, mashallah. Oh, from Saudi Arabia. Mashallah. That's amazing. That's amazing. So it's day two of our 4 day self-love, from self-doubt to self-love challenge. And I'm so excited to have you ladies over here. Yesterday was an incredible day. The feedback that I got from you ladies, the wins, the mindset shifts, all the things that you shared, like I'm so amazed. Allahumma barik. Like I want you to give yourself a pat on the back and really say this to yourself. I'm proud of myself. Like, own it. I am proud of myself because you did amazing. You showed up yesterday and you are showing up today. Like, amazing. How is everyone feeling today? How is everyone feeling about day two? Because today it's very important. Day two is very important. It's all about emotions and emotional regulation. We're going to be diving deep inside. So, how are you feeling about day two? Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Very excited, Alhamdulillah. I'm excited too. So, without any further delay, let's start. And we start with setting the intentions. So, I want you to take a few seconds and sit back, relax, breathe, and set the intentions for today. Set the intentions that what are you seeking to gain from our time together on this beautiful evening of 3rd of December. What is it that you're seeking? What do you want to learn? Just bring to your awareness what your intentions are, and inshallah, Allah will bless you with that. Inshallah, inshallah. If you want to write it down in your journal. If you want to share it so others will also see what is it that you're seeking, because this is a community. We are coming together. All the wins, everything that you're sharing, we all are growing together. It's day two, top up. So today it's all about understanding your emotions and your emotional triggers, building emotional resilience. And I'm going to be giving you a very powerful self soothing framework, an exercise to soothe yourself. When you get those triggers, how do you soothe your emotions? Beautiful sister has said to learn new skills and tools. Yes, to learn new skills and tools so that you can apply this in your life and in your marriage. MashaAllah. I am excited about this topic because it's all about emotions and emotion regulations, as this alone itself will bring so much of change within yourself and in your marriage. Like, this is the foundation work of all of my coaching because I use the framework of emotional intelligence And emotional regulation is the second pillar. And this will change the trajectory of your marriage, inshallah. Inshallah. I am excited. Now, I want to ask you one question because I like the interaction that we're having. I like yesterday also, I got so many answers from you. Everyone was participating. I loved it. Today, I will also want the same. Have you ever said this to yourself, talking on the phone or to a family member, that my emotions are all over the place, or my emotions take the better of me, all in a very negative sense, or feeling frustrated? Have you ever said these words? Yes. Have you even doubted yourself that is something wrong with me because I'm feeling too emotional? Yes. Subhanallah. See? Yes, many times. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Well, I'm here to break the myth, and I'm going to do that. Yes, often, many times. Subhanallah. The good news is that your emotions and your triggers, because triggers and emotions go side by side, are all amazing and beautiful. I want you to embrace this and accept this because this is huge. Your emotions, your triggers are all beautiful and amazing. They are very powerful awareness messengers from your brain. Your job is to understand the message the emotions are conveying and take aligned action. This is how you respond instead of reacting. Situation has occurred and a trigger has happened. You know what emotions are coming up for you, so you take aligned action and you respond instead of getting triggered and going all in your chaos. No, you know the work of emotions, and I'm going to explain this. Your emotions, like I said, are messengers from the brain. They are telling you about something that has happened in your external world and in your internal world. Now, you may ask, what is external world? External world is it's snowing outside, you feel cold, and you want to be in bed. That is your external world. That is what is happening. Your internal world is it's snowing, it's very gloomy outside, you feel sad and lonely. Do you see the difference between the two? They both are different, but they both are very, very important to understand your emotions. Now, your job is only to note them, to become aware of them, and write them down in your journal. Because initially, when you're doing this work, you will have to write it down in your journal so that you become it becomes a habit. You know what is happening with you. Become aware of its appearance, understand the message behind it, and then respond, not react. As simple as that. And inshallah, I'm going to be giving you tools how to do it. Now, let's see. When you become angry, sad, or even happy, okay, your body becomes home to that emotion because emotions are there in our body feels it. As it sits in your body, they're very important. The more you get comfortable with the emotion, the more deep it becomes. Now, for me, I'll give you my example. For a very long time, I was called angry. Mariam is always angry. She has so much of anger. Like it kind of, became my identity that Mariam and anger go side by side. But underneath the anger, there was so much more that it was happening. Now, in your workbook, I have given you, on the second page, I've given you a wheel. That's called the wheel of emotions. And if you look at anger over there, anger is the tip of the iceberg, it's on the top. But underneath the anger, there's so many things happening. So many things that are happening. So it can not be anger, it can be frustration, it can be overwhelm, it can be exhaustion. This is how you become aware of your emotions, by looking at the emotional wheel, what is happening, and then tapping into those emotions and giving yourself what you need. So it's a step by step process. I'm going to take sadness, for example, and explain you how to go from one step to the other. Okay? Let's say you feel like crying. You feel disconnected from your body. Your mood is off. You can't seem to enjoy anything. You don't feel like cooking. Maybe you're binge watching something on TV, or you're on your phone scrolling. Who has done that? Raise your hands. There's no shame, there's no judgment over here. We all being vulnerable over here and getting comfortable sharing our vulnerability. Yes, you've done that. Yes, I've done that multiple times. Maybe having ice cream or chips. There's a comment. I get told I have no emotions, but I myself feel like I'm always feeling some emotions. Yes, because emotions are your natural part. You're not a robot. You will feel the emotions, but how you address them and how you not let them overtake you is in your control. And you have to remember that everyone will take emotions in a different way. Some people will not address it. Some people will put it the back. Some people are too emotional. Having emotional intelligence is the key over here for a thriving life. Okay? Now, I will tell you the steps to take. Now, this session is practical, so theory is very little. Now we are moving towards the practical stuff, because I really want you to, ladies, to understand how to take your emotions and move forward. Like I said, in the workbook, there's emotional wheel, and we are going to explore the emotion sadness. Okay? So when you say sadness, it's the tip of the iceberg, but it's just not sadness. Under the sadness, there is a lot that is happening here. So you need to pinpoint exactly what is happening, because it's just not sadness. But you could actually be feeling lonely, despair, vulnerable, hurt, or guilt. See, so many things are happening underneath sadness. But when you say it's just sadness, you cannot pinpoint sadness due to what? Maybe someone hurt you. Your boundaries were crossed. You were made to feel guilty about being not a good mom, or not keeping your home clean. The question is, what if it's all of them? Okay, it's all of them, then we need to address it. You need to ask the right question. You need to get curious. The thing is, you don't have to push them away, because if you resist this, they will stick, they will stay. This is your awareness. I'm feeling sad. My body feels disconnected. I don't feel like cooking. I feel like crying. I don't feel like going out. Okay. Now sit with your journal. Look at the emotional wheel. Pinpoint what emotion is coming up for you and ask yourself these three important questions. These three questions are very, very important. And you're going to answer them without any guilt, without any shame, just being honoring yourself. The first question: what am I feeling right now? What exactly am I feeling right now? You said sadness and all of them. Okay. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling guilty. I'm feeling vulnerable. Okay. First question answered. The second question, you're asking this from a place of curiosity. I don't know why on Instagram the balloons are coming. I don't know what I did. The second question is, where is it in my body that I'm feeling uncomfortable? Because your emotions get stuck in your body and they cause you okay, I'm going blank now. They cause you pain. They cause you to feel unease. So, where in your body are you feeling uncomfortable? Get curious. Resentment. Okay, resentment is deep. Where in your body are you feeling uncomfortable? Is it your head? Is it your eyes? Is it your shoulders or your back? Is it your chest? Is it your stomach? Shoulders and neck. That means you carry a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. That's why this feeling is there. The third question you need to ask yourself, what do I need right now? Because, see, these are your emotions happening to you, coming to you, sending you message to you only for a reason. The dis-ease in the body is a signal that you need to calm your nervous system down. What do I need right now? Okay, what do I need right now? Maybe I just need to sit down and give myself a big hug. Or I need to have a cold glass of water. Or I just need to take a nap. Or I just need to cry. These three questions will help you to honor where you are and give yourself what you need. Maybe you need to go out for a walk. This is your first step in regulating emotions. Getting clear of what exactly is the emotion that is coming and then telling you what needs to be done in that particular moment. Okay? I'm going to use you can talk to someone trusted who will understand you, who will give you the right advice. But if you talk to a wrong person who will not validate what you're feeling, who will dismiss how you're feeling, you will feel more vulnerable, more you will start to doubt yourself more. So before you go to anyone else, ask these questions. And what I advise my clients is to talk to Allah. Ya Allah, I'm feeling this way. Ya Allah, this is what is happening. Please guide me what to do. Show me a way. Because sometimes only Allah can answer. Sometimes, no, most of the time, only Allah can answer. I'm going to use one example. I got this message today from a beautiful lady. After seeing yesterday's session, she sent me this. And I took her permission because I was like, it's going to perfectly fit today. So, this is the example. Let's say you saw yourself in the mirror after trying on clothes. And this is postpartum. So, when you're trying the clothes before the baby, obviously they're going to be tight. So, you're seeing yourself in the mirror with the old clothes, and you've noticed that you've put on some weight. And the reflection that you're seeing in the mirror is making you feel insecure. Who can relate to this? We've all gone through this after giving birth. Our body has changed so much. We've gone through this. Either it's hair loss, either it's acne, either the face has become chubby. You don't feel yourself, right? Yes, all. Subhanallah. Now, if you look at what is under insecurity, there is inferiority and inadequacy. Subhanallah. This could be because of various reasons. This could be through childhood conditioning. This could be through comments made during your pregnancy. This could be that you have seen women So that self-doubt, that one voice in your head is creeping in, and it's really making you insecure. And it could be that the clothes that you're wearing, they're just slightly tight, very slightly. They're not even a massive difference. But because your insecurity is coming up, so it's like massive. And this is what I work with inside my Nurture Your Marriage cohort. It takes about 3 to 4 sessions to really get to the root, where I get to the core of it, why it's happening, and then the healing process is done. Well, I want to give you something tangible today for you to take forward. But first, I want you to identify what the trigger is in that situation. Because the trigger happens and then the emotional reaction happens. So the trigger over here is, can any one of you tell me what the trigger is? In the scenario that I've mentioned, postpartum, she's trying on old clothes, she sees herself that she's not able to fit in the clothes. She's put on weight, and this makes her less self confident. So, what is the trigger here? Because that is the key, that is important. Insecurity, that is the emotion. That is the emotion. Not being good enough, okay, yes. But give me more. Self doubt, okay. Self doubt is also there. Negative feeling, yes. Ashamed, that is also an emotion. But the trigger over here is the image in the mirror. Postpartum. Yes, Yasmin, amazing. She doesn't like her reflection. The image in the mirror, postpartum, she's hormonal. Maybe she's not even well rested, because with a small baby, you can't sleep well at night, right? Haven't had quality time to herself. She's exhausted, she's tired, and now the image in front of the mirror that she's seeing, even though it's her, she's like, oh, what has happened? Do you understand? That is the trigger. So it's not about the tight clothes. It's not about that. It's not even about the postpartum. It's because your confidence is lowered, and that is the feeling of insecurity that is coming up for you. Because you cannot recognize yourself in the mirror. Yes, she's unable to identify with the person she sees. Even though she's happy, she's a mother. Even though she is very content with what Allah has given her. But this is her trigger and this is her emotions. So what do you do with it? How do you go move forward? What do you do? The first thing is that you do not have to resist that I'm fat. Because when you say that, you're attaching your self-worth to your body weight. Then this becomes your identity. This becomes a big issue. And this impacts everything, your relationships, your communication, everything your husband does, which is not according to you, will be a trigger for you. Even though he must be trying a lot of things or doing a lot of things which are right. But this is how you go deep. So it's not even the husband's fault. He hasn't done anything, but because you are triggered of your own image, looking at yourself in the mirror, you cannot recognize yourself, but you don't know how to address it. You don't know how to say it. That's why you become vulnerable, like how I explained yesterday. Now, what do you do? The thing that you have to do here is you have to accept this phase of your life. You know your trigger, you know the emotions that are coming up for you. Okay? Now, the second step is you will accept this phase of your life that yes, I have a small child. My body has gone through the childbirth, my body has gone through a lot. I accept this present state of my life. The next one is acknowledge. I have a small baby. I haven't been careful about my eating habits. Inshallah, I will start with breakfast and lunch. Dinner, I'm going to have whatever I want, but you know what? Let's start with breakfast, smoothies, and lunches. So, acceptance, then acknowledge, and then the third is action steps. Go on Instagram, go on YouTube, and find recipes. There's so many recipes online for postpartum, for hormonal balance. Note it down and make it for yourself. This is the key. When you don't resist, you can take actions. But when you resist, you're like, I cannot do this. You stop. You freeze in that moment. And that is where many of you, including myself, I was stuck there for a very, very long time because I couldn't accept my reality. And I didn't know how to take aligned action. So over here, when you do this, you surrender. You surrender to the will of Allah because this situation that is yours is created by Allah. You have a small child. Allah has blessed you with a beautiful baby. So you surrender. And then you let go of control. That you know what? It's difficult for me. I feel hungry. I need to eat. So I'm gonna eat healthy instead of snacking on crisps and biscuits and chocolates. I'm going to keep all those things ready and in front of me. And maybe it takes 6 months, maybe it takes a year. The weight will come down and I will get healthy. The point over here is that you get healthy. So that is the goal. Can you relate to this? And this is how the weight will not get stuck. You will be very easily able to come down to the size that you want or the number that you have in your mind because you're not resisting it. You have completely surrendered. That is the key. As the step in emotional regulation, where you surrender, where you let go of control and take aligned action, is a game changer. This has been a game changer for my marriage, for my life. So this will not only benefit you in your marriage, it will benefit you in your being a mom with your kids, with your parents, with your siblings, in all relationships. This is what I tell my clients as well, that not everything your husband does needs to be a trigger. You have to identify your own triggers. You have to understand your own emotions. Because when you do this, you will be able to understand your husband's trigger and his emotions as well. Because men do not have emotional vocabulary. So you, by understanding yourself, knowing yourself, you will be able to understand your husband as well. And this is what has worked for me and my clients, mashallah. For me personally, this was a big one where I found it very difficult to take a step back and let my husband lead. A lot of insecurities, a lot of fears came up. And I had to really do some deep inner work, healing work around those areas to come to a place where I'm absolutely calm and I trust him and myself. So deep work needs to be done. And mashallah, you ladies are already on it. You are on step 2 because today is day 2. You are on step 2. You're doing it. Now, I know a lot must have come up for you today. This was a bit intense session, but to achieve something, you have to come out of your comfort zone. And before I wrap up and give you the self-soothing exercise, which is amazing, I give it to my clients and it works wonders, mashallah tabarakallah. I want to ask you this question and I want you to reflect on it, journal it, reflect on it. Is what does an emotional home look like for you? for your body, for your marriage. Because remember, I said your body is an emotional home. So, which emotion are you going to choose? Which one will you give more importance to? Because anger is very strong. Anger is very good. The emotion, it helps you to understand a lot about yourself. But if you make your home an anger, the emotion stays there and it causes so much of disease. Whereas if it's gratitude, gratitude is powerful. The vibration is so high. That's when you make duas, that's when you manifest and you get motivation. It's from the place of being gratitude. Peace, amazing. That is your home. This is the emotion that you're carrying. I want you to reflect on it. Write down whatever comes up for you. And remember, no emotion is wrong. It's just you getting the signal. Now, before I wrap up, I want to give you a self soothing exercise. It's very simple. I think it takes about 3 minutes to do it. You can do it one time before you get up in the morning, you start your uh, day, or you in the mid afternoon or at night, anytime you choose. Is just to connect with yourself, connect with your breath, and calm your nervous system. So, what you have to do is you have to sit back and make sure that your back is rested. Okay. And what are you going to do? You're going to first take a big deep inhale and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And then, in our childhood, we used to play this butterfly game. You're going to play this game. You're going to make this and you're going to put it on your chest. You're connecting with your body. You're going to just do this and you will continue breathing and then you will tap. So you can do it along with me. Let's do it along with me. You will feel nice, inshallah. Now inhale, exhale. The tap is very soft, very gentle. Again, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale. If you want to go a little extra, you can rub your hands. You can just rub your hands gently. Massage your hands. Just gently rub your hands. Just rub your hands. This is such a powerful exercise when you're feeling triggered, when you are feeling overwhelmed. Just sit down on the sofa, sit down, have a glass of water, and do this exercise. That was lovely. Alhamdulillah, I'm really happy you found it beneficial and you did it along with me. MashaAllah. Now, questions in the workbook are important. I have given a few examples, given a few prompts as well. Do them. Again, we are building up. So tomorrow it's all about self-love, but not in the normal way, in a different way, according to my dictionary. I'm going to be giving you exercises. Again, it will be a deep and intense session. And yes, I'm looking forward to it. That was lovely, very soothing. Alhamdulillah, I'm really happy you did it along. MashaAllah. Ladies, my first is not working. I didn't understand. Maybe you can DM me, sis. Amazing. I'm proud of you for showing up for day 2, doing this. Take time, listen to the session again, take time, do the workbook, and remember, honor yourself. It's all about honoring yourself, accepting where you are, acknowledging the state that you are in, and then taking aligned action. Because life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. Every situation that you're going through, There is a lesson in it, and Allah wants you to take the lesson and do amazing things. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.